Welcome people to Istanbul, Turkey. I love this place. I really love it. So I got here yesterday in the afternoon, and all my days, you might as well call Turkey the land of kebab. I've been seeing a lot of kebab shops, and the amount of options I've got is crazy. But oh well, we're in Istanbul. So what am I gonna do in Istanbul? To be totally honest, you can't really decide what to do per se, because there's a lot to do. And I think the amount of days I've got is not enough. I've got 5 days in Istanbul, but technically 4 days, because I'm going to Antalya on Saturday for a whole day. So I'm catching an early morning flight and arriving in Antalya at 7. So it's gonna be a crazy Saturday, and I think my return flight is around 6ish. So I've literally got like 7 o'clock till 5ish to do whatever I need to do. Actually, I've got like, I think from 7 o'clock till 4, because I need to make my way to the airport and catch my flight. But it's only like an hour 20 minutes from Istanbul to Antalya, and I'm going to catch Pegasus. That's the airline I'm taking, so it's going to be a very interesting one. So Turkey is a good place for family. It's also a good place for solo travel. In my hotel, there's a lot of solo travelers. A lot, actually. In some countries you go there and you see a lot of friends and you see a lot of family chilling in the hotel, but in Turkey, trust me, like a lot of people come on their ones, and that's because there's just a lot to do for solo travelers. And also Turkey is really cheap. It's really affordable. The 5-star hotel I'm staying at is really affordable. Like if you compare the price with other hotels across Europe, you are definitely getting a bargain. And also the customer service is fantastic. So one thing you need to note though, in Turkey, they've got a tipping culture. For those that live in America, you're kind of used to the tipping culture. In the UK, we are used to it. However, because it's not mandatory, some people might decide not to tip. But in Turkey, trust me, they're expecting you to tip. So when I got to my hotel yesterday, because I did arrive yesterday, they gave me good customer service, I'm not gonna lie. So I was thinking, how much should I tip the bellboy? Because I only had a backpack, I had no suitcase, I had no cabin bag, and he did say, do you mind me holding your backpack? And I was like, listen, my backpack is on my back, and I don't want to take it off and give it to you. So I said to him, don't worry about it. So he took me to my hotel room. Oh, look at this place. They've got tikka masala. Anyways, so he took me to my hotel room. Actually, he took me around the hotel initially. So he showed me where I'm gonna have brekkie, because breakfast was included in the pack I've got. So he told me where to have brekkie. He took me to my room. He showed me the bits I need to know. He gave me the numbers I need to have. And he was about to leave. And the first thing I said to him is, listen, are you going to be here all day? He said, yeah. I said, how about tomorrow? Are you going to be around tomorrow? Because I didn't take any cash from the ATM at the airport because I never had time. So I thought I'll have a chat with him the following day, which is today, and obviously give him a tip. Anyways, he said he's only in today for this week. So I said, okay, is there any ATM around? So he took me downstairs, showed me where it is outside, and I obviously went there, took out some money, and I checked online on the usual tip you give a bellboy, because he was a bellboy. When I checked, for a bellboy, the tip is from 10 lira, 10 Turkish lira, that's the currency, to 20. And 10 is like for one suitcase, then 20 would be for 2 suitcases, 30 would be for 3 suitcases. But for me, I had no suitcase. And he didn't carry anything for me because I told him not to. Because I only had my backpack, so I said, don't worry about it, no need to tip. I mean, no need to carry it. So what I did was, I decided to give him more money. So instead of giving him 10 Turkish lira, which would be the minimum you can give, I gave him 50. And I've only done that because when I travel abroad, I do understand that a lot of people do not earn that much money, and if you're opportune to give out good amount of money, then I see no reason why you shouldn't. Hence why I give him 50. I did the same in Jordan as well, because tourism is very key to these people, and they rely significantly on us to support them. So they might not ask you for money, but it's always good to show some goodwill gesture by giving them some. Okie dokie, guess where we are? This is the famous Taksim Square, and you can also catch a metro. So as you can see, this is the metro, and that is the sign Taksim. So if you ever come to Istanbul, make sure you come to Taksim Square. If you don't make your way to Taksim Square, I would say you've never been to Istanbul. You've got to come here. This is like the main place to come to. So today, I'm going to be gallivanting around. Turkey can make you actually lose weight because of how big it is. It's a very, very big country. Every part of it is big as well, like every city. So for those that don't know, I've been to Turkey before. So I've been to Turkey twice before this particular trip. So this trip would be my 3rd trip to Turkey. And it's exciting days. So the last trip I did, I went to Antalya. That was the only place I visited, and it was quite nice though, because Antalya is like a resort city, and it's got a nice sea view, it's got nice beaches, good food, good restaurants. So it's a place worth going to. Also, on my 2nd trip, I went to 3 places. So on my 3rd trip, I visited Antalya. I also visited Istanbul, and I also visited a lot of alsos. I also visited Istanbul. So Istanbul, Antalya, sorry, let me rephrase that, guys. Yeah, so it was Istanbul, Antalya, and Cappadocia. Sorry, I think I said that all wrong. So my last trip, I repeat, was Istanbul, Cappadocia, and Antalya. So it's Ramadan season, and there are certain rules you need to abide by when you visit a Muslim country during Ramadan. So a number of things. Obviously, the locals who are Muslim are obviously fasting, and what you don't want to do is to put the idea of eating in their head. So obviously, if you go to a place and they're full of Muslims, don't go there having your Burger King. And it's actually a fact, because you have to respect the fact that they're fasting, yeah? So it's always good to avoid it. Obviously, if it's something you cannot avoid, then fine, but just don't do that. Also during Ramadan, certain places they might not serve certain things as well, so it depends on the place and what they're selling. So there are certain things like alcohol that might not be sold in certain places. But anyways, respect the culture. Let me just put it simply, yeah? Respect the culture. It's like when you go to Rome, like they say, you behave like the Romans. So when you come to a Muslim country, or when you visit a Muslim country, you need to respect the fact that there are Muslims there. So do whatever is expected of you. Alrighty, so look at this lovely, lovely street. I think it's called Istiklal Street, and it's quite famous. It's like the Oxford Street of Istanbul. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be showing a lot of this road, because everything happens on this road. So I need to show you more of it. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a nightlife edition of Istiklal Street and Taksim Square, because apparently this area goes crazy at night. I've seen videos of like of this area at 12 midnight, and it feels like it's not even midnight. That's how crazy it is. Also, one thing you need to note about Turkey is the driving. They drive like mad people here, I'm telling you. Like, I've been to Turkey twice before, and like I said, this is my third trip, and the driving has not improved at all. The thing is, when I came last time, I think that was around 2021, I think, or 2020, there was a lot of driving being done by me because I rented a car. And I was like, all my days, they do drive crazy. And also, a lot of their cars are white. So all the rental cars they were giving to tourists were all white. I think white is like the main color for cars in this area. But anyways, it was nice to drive around though, especially in Cappadocia, because driving was necessary. It's not like Istanbul where you gain access to a lot of taxis and public transport. I think what I'm going to do is when I come at night, I'll go to this area, because I think all the alleyways would be very busy at night. All my days, it's going to be an interesting day. And today is a Thursday, so it'll be interesting. Tomorrow is a Friday, and I might do some nightlife tomorrow. However, because I'm catching an early flight on Saturday to Antalya, I've got to be very mindful of how long I spend. Because what I'm trying to avoid is Oh, they've got a hookah bar there, they've got a shisha bar. I'm checking out all the shisha bars to see where they are. So if I need to make a choice, I'll know where they are. So they've got one there, it's called Kapeka. I think, hi. Do you have shisha?
Shisha, coffee.
Good.
Usually,
Nice. Oh my days. I might come here late. How much is your shisha roughly?
الفاخر good.
Yeah, alfalfa. Do you have alfalfa?
أنا عربي شيشة.
Okay, Arab, okay.
Apple.
So this is your shisha, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, that's not bad. 400 lira. Okay. So I might come here late. What time do you close late? Like 12, like close.
No
24 hours.
No close.
You see, they don't close. I'll see you later. I'll come back, yeah? See? And like I said earlier, people come here at midnight and it's still very packed. Also, in terms of safety and security, Istanbul is quite safe. And that's the reason why a lot of people come here. It's so safe. You can see it's quite busy. There's a lot of people here walking. But come later on, you'll be amazed. You can't even walk by. So the reason why I'm coming early today is to show you how busy it is during the day. And this is literally like, what time is it? Like 11ish. So it's like 11ish and it's busy. The thing about Turkish delight is, it is really sweet. Oh my days, look at how lovely that kebab looks. That is fantastic. And the prices are reasonable. Can you see the prices? That looks yummy. That looks good. Actually, I've been to that restaurant before. You see, this is bringing me back some memories. I think it's this one I've been to before. I think I went upstairs to eat. I think I've been to this one before. Because what happens is a lot of people come here in the evening or late at night, which I think I did. It might be that one, it might be another one, but it's very similar to the one I came to. And what tends to happen is you find a seat and you have some kebab. And I remember the one I came to that night, there was there was a lady that ate and ran away. So she literally ordered her food. I saw her come in actually. She ordered, she finished, and next thing she ducked and they were looking for her. They went to her table and they were like, where is she? She ducked. She had a nice kebab and she ducked. And you know, she did her thing literally that night. But I don't blame her, the kebab was quite good. If she asked me to pay for her that night, I would have paid instead of her ducking. But yeah, the experiences in Turkey is so interesting. Also, I remember Cappadocia, I did do a lot of outdoor activities as well, which was really good. And I came during summer that time. So in terms of the weather during summer, when I came, so Istanbul was really hot, like proper hot. Antalya was very hot because that part of the country is always very hot. And Cappadocia was it was warm, but slightly chilly compared to the other parts. I think because of its location, basically. But Istanbul was nice and warm, and I really enjoyed it. You know, we sat outside a lot of times because a lot of these restaurants have like places you can sit outside at, so it was really good. And I remember this bit was really packed, like there were people just standing around looking around. It gets really busy at night. Can you see these dogs like literally like resting and sleeping? The reason why they are doing that is at this time it's so calm, so this is probably their only opportunity to sleep. I'm telling you, because this place gets really busy like all evening. Don't worry, I'm going to show you guys today. I'm willing to show you today. Okay, so what we're going to do is to walk down and see what's happening. There's a lot of cars moving around. So you see it's quite busy, like most cities in Europe. This is considered quite busy, yeah? But trust me, it gets even busier. In terms of traveling around, my recommendation is use Uber and don't take the yellow taxis. I'm saying don't take the yellow taxis, which is quite funny though, because when you order an Uber, the yellow taxi comes and you'll be thinking, I didn't order a yellow taxi, and that's because the yellow taxis might be doing usual yellow taxi and they might also be doing Uber. It's just like when I went to Slovakia, the guy that was driving for Bolt, B-O-L-T, was also driving for Uber. So sometimes Uber calls him, he takes the job, and sometimes Bolt would call him, customers would call him, and he'll pick up that job. So that was quite strange to me, because I thought you have to be loyal to one. I didn't know that you can drive for two companies, but I suppose the rules might differ depending on what country you're at. I'm just guessing because I don't drive Ubers, so I would not know, but I'm just thinking countries might be different. Okay, so like I said, my recommendation is make sure you order an Uber, because the rest of the taxis are literally there to rip you off. And you know, these people, when they rip you off proper. You see, I like that. There's a lot of that in Istanbul. You see a lot of restaurants like that, and it gets really busy later on. You see it's so packed. So it's only day 2 and I'm loving it. Hey, you're right, mate. I'm loving it, yeah? It's so nice. And now I'm thinking, why have I bloody booked 5 days? I should have booked longer. Picnic kofte. I wonder what that means. Picnic. Does that mean kofte picnic? Does that mean kofte picnic? Who knows? I wonder how much it is to book a hotel around here. I don't know if there are a lot of hotels, but I think there are some, because I know there are some in Taksim Square when I was trying to book, but they didn't look that nice and the reviews were horrible, like proper horrible. So I thought, you know what, I'm not going with that, because as a constant traveler, what I've noticed is you need to be very, very careful when you're booking hotels and Airbnbs, and I'll tell you why. The reason why you have to be careful is you get to a hotel now, you think it's all gravy, it's all good, and you realize that it's a shambles. Like, you go to certain hotels and there's no hot water. And you'd have to complain about hot water, of all things to complain about. Like, is that not like a basic amenity? Like, you'd expect them to have hot water ready for you. Also, sometimes the food, like the brekkie, is not the best. And for me, I don't play around when it comes to brekkie. My breakfast has to be on point. So what I do is I take time to look at the reviews and ensure anyone I pick is reasonable and sensible. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, they've got happy hour. Oh, that's not bad. So you get 2. Sorry, do you get 2 for the price of 1 for that one?
FS all but 2 work, 1 bottle, 155 lira. Happy hour now.
Okay, so is that 2 FS for 155 or just 1 FS?
Just 1 FS.
Okay, so what's the happy hour then? Because normally happy hour you get like
every time is every day 6 o'clock.